Hello Drive Radio fans, Richard Rush here today with Walt McLean behind the camera, and today we're going to take a look at the 2018 Lexus GS300. Some of you are going to say the GS300. Well, yes, this is taking the place of the 200T in the GS lineup. So this has that, I guess, newer 4-cylinder turbocharged engine that Lexus came out with. I believe it was last year. It could have been the year before, but fairly recently here. And that's really the only change with this vehicle. Everything else is pretty much what you would come to expect from last year's model. So with that being said, Walt, let's go on a quick walk around of this vehicle. Again, this is the 300 variant. They also have got a 350 variant and a 450, the hybrid version as well. So what's, I guess, special about this vehicle? Well, it's got the F Sport package on it, so this is technically the 300 F Sport. The F Sport's going to give you rain sensing wipers, heated and ventilated front seats, power rear sunshade, 19-inch wheels, staggered fitment summer tires, F Sport tuned adaptive variable suspension, the variable gear ratio, the Sport S Plus driving mode. I'll actually open the front door so you can see the interior as well and see those sport seats. The Sport S Plus driving mode, 14-inch two-piece front brake rotors with 4-piston calipers, a 16-way F Sport driver seat, Naguri aluminum and interior trim, black headliner, F Sport unique front fascia and grille, badging, and then rear valance and rear lip spoiler. This also comes equipped with the color heads-up display, which is really nice. One-touch power trunk, we'll show you in a second. Premium paint, the F Sport heated steering wheel is an additional option. The trunk mat with cargo net wheel locks and key glove, and illuminated door sills. And actually that F Sport package, believe it or not, is not a actual chargeable package. It's actually technically a variant of the 300. So you can just get the GS300 or the GS300 F Sport. So really there's about 6 kind of models that you can get of this vehicle when you factor in the 300, the 300 F Sport, the 350, the 350 S Sport, F Sport, and then the 450H and the 450H S Sport. With that being said, Walt, I'll have him show this. One thing to note, and once Walt pans out, I'll actually hop in and show you. The passenger seat is set for a person Walt's height, about 6'4". So you can see he's kind of got to lean it back pretty far to be able to get in, mainly for the height factor of things. The driver's seat is actually set for exit mode, but I'm going to show you how that even impacts a person of my height, 5'9", 5'10". So you can see, even with this in exit mode, which is pretty close to where Walt's at, I still got plenty of room. They've got little indentations on the side, which give me even a little bit more room. So really nice. And if you were gonna put a child seat back here, which you could do, you could move this seat up or have it not go into that exit mode, which is nice. Or I really do like some of the trim and stuff that Walt showed you on the front, some of the nice soft touch leather materials, and kind of some of that carbon fibery look. As we mentioned before, it does come equipped with the power trunk. So I always do this on the Lexuses, I apologize. It's on this side right here, sorry. So just push the button, power trunk, a nice feature for this sedan. I really like that. As you can see, you do have the ability to kind of hang some different items right here, your grocery bag hangers, like we like to call them. It does have a middle pass-through for larger cargo items, and then the cargo area back here. I don't have exact numbers for you, but more than enough to fit your groceries, even I would say 2 full-size bags of luggage and a golf bag as well. Here's your button to close it, and again, you do have that power trunk, which is a really nice feature. As I mentioned before, this does come equipped with the turbocharged engine. It's got a 2-liter 4-cylinder underneath the hood, 241 horsepower, 258 foot-pounds of torque. If you opt for the 350 model, you get a more powerful, I guess in terms of horsepower, V6, but I think you're going to lose a little bit of the pep in the step that comes with this turbocharged engine. What else on here? Really, I guess as far as the features of this go, I really like the lines of this vehicle. It's really kind of, I guess, a little bit more subtle than what Lexus has been doing in years past. Walt even mentioned that he's noticed some of their other cars are a little bit more aggressive, so this is still, the GS model, still a little bit on the more subtle side of things. Not a bad thing, just something to note. I wanted to point out to you. What is our opinion of this? I will say this personally. If it were me, I would opt for the 350 and the similarly equipped at $4,000 different price tag. You can get this vehicle all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. Reason being is Lexus, maybe it's just at our altitude, I'm not sure, but the turbo lag is insane, to the point of if you're pulling out in traffic or you're turning or something like that, you've almost got a power brake if you're trying to not cut in front of someone, but really, get across the intersection in a hurry. It literally has probably a second to a second and a half of lag when you step on this thing full throttle, but then once it ramps up, you've got more than enough power. So I will say that, just Lexus, if you're hearing this, please, please, please do something, tune your turbos a little bit differently to get rid of that lag. I know it's possible, I just really would appreciate you doing it. Until they get that fixed, I would personally have to opt for the V6. As far as the GS and the 300 in general, a fantastic car. It's comfortable, it's luxurious, but it's also not so luxurious it's gonna break your piggy bank. This is right over $50,000. Base price, this with all the options I mentioned, right at $54,620, so just under $55,000. And you get heated ventilated front seats. You're going to get the your safety features that you're looking at in this. You get the heads-up display. You get a lot of nice creature comforts in this vehicle that really you're going to see in some of your competitors, but you also get that nice Lexus badging across the front of it. So with that being said, like this vehicle, real quick fuel economy numbers, 21 and 30 for an average of 24. That's where this turbo does come in and exceeds the V6. So if you can stand the turbo lag, you may be a fan of that for fuel economy savings. We've been able to average right around 25, 26 miles per gallon. So with all that being said, head out to your local Lexus dealer, test drive this vehicle, get yourself in it, get your family in it, and when you do that, let them know that John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you.